My husband has a lifelong friend. This friend royally screwed us over financially. He tricked my husband into quitting his good-paying job, packing up our stuff, and moving with the promise that he could make money working for him. My husband did the work over a period of months and never got paid. His friends kept all of their earnings while my husband quite literally did all of the work and even paid for some of the materials, plus used some of his own personal materials. Meanwhile, I had to work a fast food job to keep our bills paid. I'm not above that, but I have an extensive administrative background with high-paying jobs. But none of these jobs existed in this tiny town, so that's what I was stuck with. We eventually found out that this friend owed a lot of people money, employees, friends, family. He basically lives off other people's money and labor, including his own wife, whose paycheck gets direct deposited into his account, and she would complain to me that she doesn't even have gas money. When people started chasing my husband for money, since he was now the face of the business, asking where his friend was, including the IRS, it became embarrassing and we finally moved away. Husband and I reconciled amazingly. It was a tough time for me and I was often blamed for the situation and even gaslit by his friend who told me I was fat, ugly, greedy, and didn't understand how business worked. My husband only insisted on staying for so long because he wanted to live closer to his children from a previous marriage who happened to live there, so I understood his point of view and forgive him for putting us through that. Anyways, 5 years passed after this, and we never heard from the friend. Husband and I rebuilt our life and now run a successful business and also purchased a house. Guess I do know how business works after all, huh? I was over it. At least, until this friend creeped back into his life recently. He said he was getting kicked out of his living space, made up some elaborate story, which I am positive is bullshit. And I think that really he was just in search of some place to go and maybe he thought he could get something out of my husband. My husband thankfully is not helping him there, but he wants to give him another chance to be friends. He wants to invite him to our house, have our children play together. And I'm left feeling like I have to relive this nightmare all over again. I want nothing to do with this person and I absolutely cannot allow this person into my home or near my children. I don't even trust him not to physically steal things from our home. My husband is now blaming me for interfering with his friendship since I won't let him at the house. I said maybe you should blame your friend for his shitty behavior or get better friends. I didn't pick him and he makes me uncomfortable. It's just too fucking bad, IMO. But here I am being accused of being the bad guy. Deja vu of what that asshole put us through all those years ago. AITAH for wanting nothing to do with this person and making my husband's friendship difficult by not allowing him to come over. Husband's friend screwed us financially, disrespected me, and now my husband wants to invite him over after several years. AITAH for not wanting the friend in our home. Just wanted to add, since a lot of people had concerns, my husband is in no way allowing this person to go into business with us or make any kind of business dealings. We've already discussed and both agreed on this. As for our finances, I have full access to all of it. My name is on everything, and my husband isn't savvy enough to siphon money in the way some of you are thinking, not to mention he simply wouldn't do that. He has a shitty friend and made a dumb decision. He's not some monster who's going to steal money out of our bank account. Please stop telling me I need to blame my husband for what happened. I already do. Just wanted to mention, the friend has not at this point stepped foot on our property. Some of you seem to think he comes over or is staying here. He messaged my husband almost a year ago when he was getting kicked out of his place. He's living somewhere else now and messages my husband just every few months or so. He messaged him the other day again, and that's why I decided to bring it up.